Claremore here in just a minute. Seth, can we go in yet or not quite yet? Okay. We're going to, Reagan's going to be talking to us here in a minute. And Reagan is going to join us now. Reagan, what's going on there in Claremore?
Are you just going to ask me a question?
Yeah, Travis, I'm actually here with the mayor of Claremore, Debbie Long. She's been out driving around, and I wanted to bring her in right now. I know a lot of people are out here driving around right now. It's getting dangerous with all the power lines down. What are you seeing so far?
Right now, I think they're having difficulty getting even into the east side of town. So I strongly encourage people to stay home, don't drive around. We don't need people coming from out of town into town unless you're actually asked to come over to help. It would just help us, our emergency rescuers and people coming in. They need to be able to get into all areas of town because this is scattered kind of throughout the town.
Have you been driving around and been able to see some of the damage? What are you seeing so far?
Actually, my house got a little bit hit.
Okay.
We have a tree down in our front yard. We haven't been able to see because it's so dark. All the electricity and all of Claremore is out. So basically, I drove through our neighborhood and stopped and talked to people, and huge trees uprooted, electric lines and poles across the streets, trees on houses. So I don't know, because I've heard east of that, because I'm in Midtown or Old Town, east of that is where I think the most damage is. So I haven't been to that part of town yet.
Okay, we've also heard that there's possibly rescue efforts out at the KOA at the Racino. Have you heard anything about that?
I literally in the car, my daughter just said something about some of the trailers been flipped over there. So that's all I know on that part of it.
Okay, so what are you seeing damage-wise in the downtown area of Claremore?
Downtown looked okay when I drove through it. Up by the First Baptist Church, we've got the command center set up at the Fire Station 1 there, and I started seeing debris in that area of town.
What kind of plans are in play? I know this is it just happened. Everybody's trying to figure out what to do. You got first responders coming in from other counties. What's the next step? What are we doing tonight?
I wished I knew.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, our city manager, I talked to him earlier, and it's all hands on deck, literally. So just anybody who's coming in from out of town that are able to help, other rescue teams are coming over to help. We're just trying to assess the damage, get help to the people who need it, and I think we're just going to, we have an emergency plan in place, so we know how to kind of go from that place forward, but I don't know what yet is going to happen.
Now, we've seen a lot of people just showing up to check out the damage and stuff. What do you say to those people? And I mean, there's a lot going on here right now. Like I said, it's chaos. I've had to yell at 3 or 4 or 5 cars who have almost driven right into power lines.
Right. I actually almost drove into one going through town. I mean, going through my neighborhood. And my grandson was with me, and I'm watching trees on the road, not trying to run into trees, and he was like, stop! And as soon as I stopped, there was a power line literally right in front of my car. And just like behind us here at Quick Trip, you can't get across here because we have a huge line down and running across here over to Highway 66. So the best thing people can do is just stay away. Pray for us. I mean, takes a village.
Were you watching the storms coming in on TV and what happened?
Yes, and thank you, Travis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We watch him whenever we have storms, and we have a storm cellar. And as soon as he said, we see the rotation, or we see it looks like on Keatonville Hill, you need to take cover, that was our cue to go ahead and get in, because Keatonville's just a few miles up the road, and we were in a storm shelter.
Now, what do you want to say to people of your town that are watching this right now that may have trees down on their homes and in damage right now? What do you want to say to the people of Claremore?
Stay strong. Let's work together. If you do have an emergency, use your phones. I think phones are spotty right now, but I have a Facebook. If you can get on Facebook, I have a Debbie Long Claremore Mayor Facebook page. Send me a message or message me direct, and I will get that information over to the command center.
Well, Debbie, thank you so much. Sorry for all that's going on right now, but as you said, people of Claremore are strong. Right. They're going to get through this, and hopefully it's going to get better from here. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
As she just mentioned, I want to re-emphasize, and we're seeing law enforcement from all over the place. I saw Tulsa police just show up. There's a lot of law enforcement here and a lot of down power lines, and people are just driving around kind of recklessly, and it's just very dangerous out here right now. So if you don't have to be in this area, just